Hello and welcome to the Messed Up Mystic. I am Michael, the Messed Up Mystic, and welcome back to our second episode. And today we have my good friend, collaborator, colleague, brother from another mother, and returning guest host from last week, Quenton.
Oh, 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 oh. We back with the messed up mystic. Twerking on it, twerking on it. I'm all sorry. Okay, yeah. I'm great
Hello.
though. I'm great though. I'm so glad to be back.
All right. So what's our topic for today?
Okay. So I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a wonderful relationship. Me and well, it doesn't have to be me, but you and a person or anyone else and a person. They have a wonderful relationship and everything is going exactly the way it should be and it's right. But there's only one thing. The sex is bad.
Oh,
Should you stay or should you keep going?
we did that last week. What do you think?
Oh, shoot. Mm.
Okay, I got an idea. Let's do Donald Trump.
Elaborate on that a little bit more.
Well, you brought up the bad sex, right? Donald
Hmm?
Trump's fucking us over left and right, and let me tell you, that sex ain't good.
I think honestly, if I could wish anything on that man, everything that he tried to put on us economically, I wish it would happen to him.
Karmic revenge?
I want him to feel the same way that I want him to feel the hurt that we feel.
Well, let's see what the cards have to say today.
I love it.
Ooh,
Let's do it.
I love it too. Let's do it, boo boo. Now, before we get to our revenge, we got to start with some gratitude. So, we're going to read our gratitude card. I pulled this while we were talking. And our card,
Talking.
we're going to read this top question. How can you make space in your life for more beauty? So, I love to sit outside. I love to have the natural world around me. I love to disconnect from my device. I love to breathe in the air. If it's raining, I love the rain to sound around me. Um, and that is something that I've always been into. I've always found myself outside, not necessarily being active, but definitely meditating. And it's been something that's been very valuable for me. What about you, Quenton?
So let's see. I like to read. I like to read. Like that's one thing that I love to do.
So we're gonna do our tarot pull on revenge, darling. All right. Moonstone for extra conduction or whatever you want to call the spirits out there. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. We got to call on the ancestors first. Quentin, think about your ancestors, honey, your loved ones that have passed on. Think about your icons, your heroes that have passed on. And we're going to burn some rosemary. And with that sweet smell, we're going to call our ancestors in and spirit in. and give us guidance, love, and purpose. And now I will call in spirit to give us some juicy stuff on revenge. Here we go. First card, the Four of Cups in the reverse. I am not surprised to see this at all. So the Four of Cups is a card about greed. The in this picture, you see the vulture holding on to the woman and her child and the money that they have. But reversed, the villain's world's turned upside down. And this first card is our reality card, spoken to us by Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine speaking for the spirit, King of Cups. There is power in the spirit. Um, there's feelings of loyalty. There's feelings of guarding and good fortune, actually. Mm. Inner child, speaking for the higher self, the King of Wands. And this is the Phoenix in reverse. This is very interesting. The higher self sees further down the road, but the Phoenix is in reverse. What usually would rise from the ashes is collapsing. So this is a very interesting trio to start out with. The Four of Cups, greed, falling. The King of Cups, or I said the Four of Cups, Four of Coins, rather. And then the King of Cups right here. The King of Cups is the fierce guardian, the loyalty. And the King of Wands in the reverse is the collapse. So I'm confused. Spirit, tell us more. Two of Wands. Things are out, or Two of Coins. Y'all, I'm the messed up mystic. I be messing the shit up. Two of Coins. Things are out of balance. Where the mother was caring for both the child and the bear and carrying everything in proper balance through the briar bush down here. That is not happening. Things are not in balance. That is the reality of the situation. Can we say no shit? The spirit, the lovers. There is connection here. And the fact that it's with the loyalty makes sense. There is some strong cult-like love for Donald Trump. And I think in this uh, tarot poll, um, I think we're trying to be vague and not necessarily talk about Donald Trump. We're talking about people in general. But when we seek to get revenge or hope for revenge or karmic revenge, there's usually a reason behind that. And that is because there has been loyalty, there has been a devotion. Um, Mm. And I think it's being betrayed. So we're asking what the karmic revenge is. And I think this is setting it up nicely. The greed is out of balance. The loyalty is at the heart and the spirit of this whole operation. And inner child speaking for her higher self, the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, and in the reverse, the Eight of Coins speaks to working diligently to meet an end. But when it's in the reverse, that work is not happening. And therefore, it's collapsing. So, what do we do about this? The Six of Wands in the reverse. So, in the upright position, the Six of Wands is about conquering, it's about triumph, victory. But in the reverse, the reality is defeat. There is a defeat coming. So if you're thinking about this as Sally down the street who done slept with your man, Sally, she must be defeated. Maybe Sally's husband's running for Congress on the Democratic side. I don't know.
Work that out.
Say it again, baby.
Where I say work that out.
Scandal. Olivia Pope would be very pleased.
Yeah, scandal. It's definitely not just a television show, folks.
All right. Our spirit card of the what do we do about this row is the High Priestess. We have to be focused. We have to look within. We have to be smart about this. The High Priestess is wise. The High Priestess knows her shit. And this is with the Lovers and the King of Cups in the Spirit column. This devotion, this loyalty comes at a cost of knowledge.
Mm.
All right. Inner child speaking for higher self. What do we do about this? Death. This is the death card, not in the reverse. If it was in the reverse, we'd be talking about an actual death. We
Right.
ain't talking about that. So, Spirit's listening to you, Quenton. I think you're onto something. Death in this regard means there's a giant change that is coming or that needs to come. So if you're thinking about this for Sally down the street who messed with your husband, there's a change coming. Maybe she'll get to keep your husband.
But then her crops will fail.
Wait, did you say her crops?
Yeah, her crops will fail. Maybe. Maybe
That's
maybe
better.
her finances will start to all of a sudden droop.
Her financials or something else?
Yeah, her financials. I'm talking about things like maybe who knows, maybe she'll lose her job. Maybe
Sally down the
something like
street
that will happen.
that
Yes,
messed
we're
with your
talking
man?
about Sally down the street. I'm sorry. I was like, because I'm at that point. If I was, if Sally down the street, I had stolen my man from me, and that had happened to me. thinking about that, thinking about what we just pulled, the first thing I'll be sitting there thinking to myself, I say, okay, fine. You know what? You can keep them. You can have them. But watch your wallet, though. Because uh, when you took him from me, I was at my financial best. And you, honey, you sat right there trying to ruin what good thing I got right now. Might be ruining yourself. So yeah, you can have them, but y'all gonna be broke together.
So you're thinking about Sally down the street. I'm thinking about the Cheeto in chief. And I think
Well,
that, ooh, we're getting jumpy here.
I mean, well, if he was talking about the Cheeto in the suit, then like I said, okay, you run, okay, you got this presidency term and everything, but right now, I'm only thinking about the fact that you got all these allegations and everything up here balanced against you right now. You got to get out of office at some time, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And these allegations do not disappear,
No, they
despite no
don't.
matter how many times you may try and push them and may want them to.
This is true. Change is a coming. People are wising up. We're ready to defeat you.
And more people are starting to see you for who you are every single day, whether you like it or not.
That's how things roll, right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So we're going to go to our
Maya
last
Angelou
row.
said it best. She said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Yes. Believe them the first time. Yeah. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Two of Swords is
Notice you
our
said the first
last
time.
reality card. And wait, did you say something? What'd you say?
Oh, I said, notice you said believe them the first time.
Yes, the first
Clock
time.
that T.
All right, Two of Swords in the reverse. The person we're reading about revenge for is between a rock and a hard place, and they can't get out.
Oh,
That's the reality of the situation.
hold on.
Final Spirit card. Oh, you ready for this?
What is it? What is it?
The Fool. The Spirit card. We got to start this over. The journey has just begun. All right, so this next card, Quenton, it's our last card. And the last card is almost always a warning. And this is no different.
Oh,
The
wow.
Seven of Wands. Yeah, he's hot, isn't he?
Yes.
I
Looks like
mean,
John Henry.
it is John Henry. This is John Henry. Um, and when it's upright, John Henry uh is all well, the Seven of Wands, I should say, is about uh progress and hard work and putting pen to paper and putting hand to earth and making it happen and putting your energy into everything you do. But this is in the reverse. So not necessarily the greatest thing. The greed is unraveling. Remember, this is our reality column. The greed is unraveling. Things are out of balance. Defeat is imminent, and there's nothing they can do about it. The spirit column, the loyalists, the misguided lovers are no match for the defeat that will be at the hands of the learned. And we will begin anew. And again, if this is about Sally Sue down the street, that hoe, same thing applies. She's been greedy, out of balance. Defeat is coming. There's nothing she can do about it. That your husband, your man that she's been sleeping with, might have been loyal to her. They might have had good times together. But you found out, right? And
Mother
things
always does.
like it always does. Yes, and thank you. And then things will start again, right? Things will start again. And looking a little bit further down the road, our higher self, the situation will crumble. It will not come back up again. The toiling of the work that they do or that she does down the street, it's not going anywhere. The defeat at the hands of the learned, it's in writing. It's done. And again, the death card is not necessarily about death. It is about a fundamental change. This could have been the Tower card, but it's death. And I think death is stronger than the Tower card because the Tower card is the foundation crumbling. Death is a complete change. Metamorphosis, if you will. And if we're not careful, if you're not careful, you too will end up just like Sally Sue down the street, just like Donald Trump in the White House. And what I mean by that is bringing it all home. It is on us to love each other, to respect each other, to be there for one another. These are not lofty ideals. These are things for us to cherish deeply. My faith, my personal faith, has love at the center of all of my values. Love meaning connection, love meaning respect, love meaning kindness. If Sally Sue down the street is messing with your man, she is not being mindful, she is not being kind, and she is not acting with love at the center. But you can. I think Spirit had a thing to say for me tonight. Before we got on this episode, Quenton and I, like always, will have a conversation about what we're going to talk about. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of wanted to talk about the death of Trump. Not that I wish it, but it would be very convenient for the rest of us. And Spirit uses Quenton, my darling friend and guardian angel here on Earth, to teach me a valuable lesson. Sally Sue is a monster. Cankles McTaco Tits. I didn't come up with that. If you know, you know. He's a monster. But we have to. Quenton, baby, are you okay?
That name took me out, honey.
Hey, I did not come up with that. I cannot own that. But I love it too. Cankles McTaco Tits, baby. Anyway, he's a monster. He's a piece of shit. But we don't have to be.
Right. Showing love not only just to ourselves, but to others.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we can't show love to each other if we're being hateful and if we're being spiteful. And if we're doing things that will not only just hurt ourselves, but to hurt our fellow man.
I'm going to burn some dragon blood sage and sweeten the area a little bit. Burning it on my brown candle. My brown candle. Come on, burn. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Just gonna let that waft around. Ooh. Cleanse that. That smells good. All right. Well, Quenton, thank you for your very insightful, deep words. I appreciate that. We're going to do some self-lovey-dovey time. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Self-lovey-dovey time.
Self-lovey-dovey time.
I release fear and embrace intimacy. Okay.
I release fear and embrace intimacy.
That's right. And then this one is I am enough, always have been, always will be. Two more. I follow the signs the universe sends me. Ooh, I'm having some sound issues. Look, we do this on a budget. Woo! All right. We'll go with this one. I am aligned with the energy of abundance. Thank you so much for joining me and us and our growing audience. You know, we got a good number of subscribers.
Like and subscribe.
I love you so much.
Saying that in there. I'm gonna start saying that from now on. LNS people, LNS, like and subscribe. Thank you.
I mean, look, Quenton says it best. Help us grow this channel.
LNS, like and subscribe.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure to join us on Facebook and Instagram and Patreon coming soon. And there'll be some private readings and all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Quenton, thanks for joining me tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight out there. Have a great night. Bye.